regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And here's the return from inside the 5. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. To the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line to negate any chance at all.
Now it's second down. And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Here's the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. And it works. The first down to the 35.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a
deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Handoff in a single back formation. Ball carrier running through tackles. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. And now to try here for the extra point.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Will avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team at field position. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. This throw and is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They're going to run it. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the quarterback dropping back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room.
Number 16 on the field goal. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out, it's Silva. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Still going, it's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Powers through the tackle, refusing to be stopped on this play. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackled for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He pulls in the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
The quarterback's got to do a better job here of reading the coverage. He was determined to get that ball thrown to this receiver, but they played double coverage. He still tries to throw it, and he almost threw an interception.
With the catch, it's Burks.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
We're going to throw for it on third and short. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught on the outside. It's Rivera. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. The back's got it. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the defense look slow that time. And they get set now to try the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Notre Dame, 21. Alabama, 10.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense. back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The ball is caught. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Third down, out of the shotgun, looking for his big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. You missed it. Field goal, no good. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient.
Breaks into the clear. Powerful running into the secondary. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Touchdown, Bama. And they will claim the second half lead. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's going to pull it down and run. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And your Alabama passing side will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Motion now from the tight end. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He steps out at the 23. That's when the drive will start. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Running with purpose. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone on this possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Runs right over the defender. Puts into space at the 50. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Third down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. He's got it near the end zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal. A chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, tied. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points.
That keeps the score Alabama.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he fields it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They'll test the right side here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run.
And that one's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Tight end goes in motion. Now wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a run to the left. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.